Alright, good afternoon ladies and gentlemen. It's your host Bryan Bielanski of Bryan's Nature Series, and we are back at the Cibola National Forest. And it was way too cold up in Cinder Hills in the last episode, for those who tuned in there. Very awesome. But I decided to head to some warmer areas down here in New Mexico. And also, I put in bear trap camp. I'm gonna go back to bear trap camp. I'm going in a different way, so I might actually make it to the actual bear trap camp, because I was just at some pullout on the way to it before. But my main reason for returning here, besides the warm climate, is also there was a running stream, running water, and that's a big deal because I do have a lot of supplies in the van, but I was using my drinking water to like wash up and wash utensils, and that's not a very good use of the drinking water. So I've come here for both the warmer temperatures and the supply of running water that I can use for bathing and washing my utensils. So, you know, I'm headed towards bear trap camp, but if I find something more interesting on the way with water, I'll stop there, because I'm in the forest now and it looks like we've got 50 miles of forest road to go. So chances are we're going to find something cool on the way to bear trap camp. We shall see. Primitive roads that lead to primitive camping. I wouldn't have it any other way. I mean, when you got things like bathrooms and running water, well, running water from a man-made source, that just takes all the fun out of it. And now I know where the expression "in a rut" came from. Ooh. Oh, let's get off the road there for a minute. Bumpy. Real bumpy. Oh yeah, I didn't get the benefit of this scenic view last time. Wow. That's really cool. Maybe I'll get closer to the source of that stream. These are looking good. I still got a couple hours of daylight to figure something out. Yeah, if somebody came the other direction, that would suck. Really exciting. Oh wow. That was a rough one. Alright, well, didn't find a spot permanently, but I did find a spot for the night. We are on top of Mount Whitington, and boy, was that some road. So no water up here, so definitely not going to stay here too long, but boy, it was a long drive today from Flagstaff all the way down here, so I decided to stop. Look at this campfire karma here. I show up and there's a very nice fire pit already made. There's all this wood already chopped up. So since I left all that all that firewood in that fire pit at the Cinder Hills. It's like I got good campfire karma. I mean, that view is breathtaking. I don't know, the camera just really doesn't do it justice, but man, here it is. It's really awesome. So yeah, also kind of defeats the purpose of me leaving Cinder Hills, because up here, way on top of this mountain, it's going to be really cold. And it did start down towards Bear Trap, but yeah, there's no Wi-Fi down there, so I'm like, you know what, I'm just going to go back to where I was and get that nice running water there, all that stuff. Who knows, maybe we'll finally see a bear. Alright, we got a full moon going on. Got a campfire going. Oh, it's gonna be a cold one. That sounds like heaven. Alright, this is where I am. I got the stream here. And man, that sounds great, doesn't it? So I'm gonna ride out the quarantine right here. I got my running water. I got enough food to last me for months in the van. All right. Hey, little guy. Lizard chilling on a stump. It is so quiet. Really quiet. And this is where I had to make my 30-point turn last time when I attempted this road. When I got to this point, it was all over. I had to turn back, as you can see. I can get through some rough spots with my good old van, but not this one. You can see, I think those are my tire tracks from last time. Making that good old 30-point turn, just like Austin Powers. Yeah, no getting through this. Alright, so here we go. This is uncharted territory here, as far as I'm concerned. And this is actually the way that the GPS told me to go. So, very rarely does it fail me. I think this was one of the times. This is definitely not a road suitable for a passenger vehicle. The only other time it messed me up was when I was in Belgium. It told me to go on a greenway that was meant for pedestrians and bicyclists. So there I was riding my little smart car. This guy comes up and he's like, you know, this is for bicycle and pedestrian only. And I was like, oop, guess I'll turn around and go back. Well, I'm telling you, this little creature, actually this big creature, he had a bad day. I mean, look at that. Yep. So, looks like this elk that elk has seen his last. So I wonder, like, did the bear kill it? I mean, these bones are clean. They've been here a while. Wonder. Well, here's something you don't see every day. Alright, good morning everyone. It's a beautiful day down here in Bryan land. I'm all set up here and I'm ready to hunker down. So let me give you a little tour. Alright, of course, that's the van. You know, without whom none of this would be possible. So, there's the elk skull I found. I just kind of got it here as it's my thing. It broke in half, so I duct taped it together and I spray painted the duct tape. Just happened to have some white spray paint in the van. Go figure. So, alright, got the old, I can keep my frying pan right there. And I got some towels drying off there I used to clean stuff with. That's for the dirty jobs right there. That's for the not so bad jobs. Alright. Got the fire pit that I constructed. Like to keep it going all day a little bit because smoke keeps the bears at bay. Alright. Little firewood pile I'm working on. Not as much firewood here as there was at the last place at Cinder Hills. I kind of have to forage for it a little bit more, but that's okay. So there's my seat for my table. Of course, the table's over. I'm doing laundry right now, so that's over by the laundry area, which I'll show you in a minute. All right, so there's my stream. It's great. I got water for laundry. I've got my water filter going, and now I looked at the map, and this comes straight from a mountain spring. I'm kind of down in a valley, but up on top of the mountain, there is a mountain spring. So this is, and putting it through my water filter, boy, this water, I reckon it's the best water I've ever had in my whole life. Alrighty, so driving on the dirt roads on the way up here, unfortunately, the back door of the van has a little leak. So just like it leaks rain when it's raining, boy, it leaked dust when it's dusting. So everything got a thin layer of dust on it. I got most of it cleaned off. You can kind of see that, all that dust. Everything was coated with a thin layer of dust. So that kind of, a little problem. But it gives me the opportunity to take everything out and organize it up. There's my breakfast. A can of beans, some hot sauce, and some garlic salt there. My bucket of food. Look at that. Got a great big, this is going to be my new tip jar whenever things finally open again. Making there's the djembe, of course, guitar, gonna do a concert soon. Yep, there's a stash of food down there. I got oatmeal, protein powder, SpaghettiOs, a bunch of soups and pasta, instant mashed potatoes, some rice, all kinds of fun stuff. Alright, suitcase, shovel, and we got laundry area over here, so doing some laundry today. Got my some clothes hanging up. So when you're doing hand wash laundry, you definitely want to do shirts first, then pants, then undergarments, and finally socks, because socks tend to get the dirtiest. So I know they say you shouldn't put your dirty laundry on social media. Whoops. So anyway, like I say, you go shirts, pants, undergarments, and then socks. So, got my first bucket with the detergent in it, second bucket for rinse, and then there you go. You got the clothesline there. So there you go. There's your tour of Bryan land. Definitely gonna be here for a while. Alright, it's another beautiful morning here in Bryantown. See, we're in a valley down here, so it takes a while for the sun to come up over that mountain down there. Got us a little heat going here. And man, see that moon still up in the sky. It's gonna be another wonderful day down here at Bryantown.